A lot of days it's just trying to triage the needs and say, okay, is it more important that I get water to this person today or that I get shoes to this person today? For the most part, it's been a pretty renegade operation, just going and doing without taking the time to stop and talk to anybody about it, for better or for worse. I was dissatisfied with the number of folks that were sleeping outside and the fact that everyone expected them to somehow come to us for help. I just said, you know what, let's raise $1,000 and buy a crappy old van. Posted it on Facebook. A friend of mine reposted it. One of her friends bought this old van, signed it over, and I had never even known the guy. So that's where the van came from. Shampoo, conditioner. Started going out on the streets, to camps, wherever, and just emailing friends saying, hey, cough up your old coats, cough up whatever you've got, that you're not ever gonna touch again. Shaving cream, razors. It really just kind of exploded on us. Just shopping bags, Our nonprofit is called The One Inc. Comes from if a shepherd has 100 sheep and one's off struggling, he'll leave the 99 that are okay, go out and find that one that's off struggling on its own. That's kind of what we try and do, is just be mobile. Get off our asses and go find people. I personally was a terrible young man. I found myself at 20, completely unstable, shooting up meth with dirty needles, just living a completely terrible, reckless lifestyle. Got clean, got some things together, and ended up running a long-term drug and alcohol program and a homeless shelter. I wanted to be able to help folks that I could understand and could relate to, because that's what I wanted when I was trying to get clean. Ended up developing this wild obsession with homelessness. We had a guy that I was supposed to check on, and the temperatures bottomed out, and I was still working full time then and had to be at work at 6 the next morning. I was exhausted, and I went for the 15 more minutes of sleep, and he died in his little spot that night. And I went back the next morning where they found him, picked up a piece of police tape off the ground. Carried that with me for a long time, not to guilt myself, but just a reminder that 15 minutes more sleep is not worth someone freezing to death right here in our own community. It's tough, but just gotta let it drive you, to do better. Run your old bridge here a little bit, and I'll ride with him.
I'm his favorite out of the bunch, because he always come to me and for advice and stuff, and I give him the best advice I can.
Drag his butt up there and make sure he's in the bed. Little Eddie, my buddy that lived under a bridge for 26 years. He's battled a lot of demons, and some of which probably kept him under that bridge, but man, he's a great guy. He's a really great guy.
He just drove up on me one day, gave me some food and stuff, gave me a few dollars. He'll come down there sometimes 2 or 3 times a week checking on me and bring me sleeping bags and clothes and stuff like that.
Being able to celebrate with him recently a year of being in an apartment off the streets, that's fulfilling. We've gotten a lot of interest from people in other cities who are like, how can we get this going here? A few months after the first van came along, we were able to launch our second one in Searcy, Arkansas, our third one in Atlanta, Georgia, and our fourth one in Russellville, Arkansas, and it's called the Rust Bus. There are hard times, you see people struggle and you see people try and fail, and there are heartbreaks and there are huge victories, and you just gotta kind of balance them out and keep rolling.